What if I told you that in just a few months, inside one luxurious room in Europe, an entire continent was carved up like a birthday cake? No Africans invited, no permission asked, no voices heard, just maps, rulers, and power. In Berlin Conference, European leaders sat down and decided the fate of millions, drawing borders that would spark wars, poverty, and division that still exists today. But here's the shocking part. This wasn't chaos. This was planned, carefully, coldly, and deliberately. You'll discover why Europe suddenly rushed for Africa, what really happened inside that room, and the hidden consequences still affecting Africa today. By the end of this video, you'll never look at a map of Africa the same way again. Before the Europeans came with their rulers and ink, Africa was not a dark continent. It was alive. Powerful kingdoms ruled vast lands. The Kingdom of Benin was famous for its art and advanced governance. The Ashanti Empire had a strong military and wealth built on gold. The Ethiopian Empire stood as one of the oldest civilizations in the world. Trade routes stretched across deserts. Cultures thrived. Languages flourished. But then, Europe changed. In the 1800s, Europe entered a new era, the Industrial Revolution. Factories needed raw materials: rubber, gold, palm oil, cotton, and Africa had it all. At the same time, European nations were competing for power. The bigger your empire, the stronger your nation, and Africa became the ultimate prize. In 1884, one man brought Europe together: Otto von Bismarck. He invited powerful nations to Berlin: Britain, France, Germany, Portugal, Belgium. But not a single African leader. Inside that room, maps were laid out, lines were drawn, deals were made. Africa was divided, not based on culture, not based on language, but based on power. One of the most shocking outcomes: the Congo. It didn't go to a country. It went to a man, King Leopold II. He claimed it as his personal property. What followed was horror. Millions were forced into labor, villages destroyed, hands cut off as punishment. Historians estimate millions died under his rule. The lines drawn in Berlin ignored reality. Tribes were split across countries. Enemies were forced into one nation. Cultures were divided overnight. These artificial borders became ticking time bombs. Civil wars, ethnic conflicts, political instability, all traced back to that room in Berlin. Even after independence, Africa still felt the impact. Economic struggles, foreign control, dependency. The system created during the Berlin Conference didn't end. It evolved. And in many ways, it still exists today. The Berlin Conference wasn't just a meeting. It was a moment that reshaped history, a moment that divided a continent without its people. But today, Africa is rising, reclaiming its story, rewriting its future, and remembering the truth, because history ignored is history repeated. If you want more history videos, subscribe, comment, like, and share this video.